Good morning, fellow Bill School Foundation fans. So happy to see you again. Today is no April 11, 2026. My mind already think about November. April 11, 2026. In my hands, I have $100 and also I have a bottle. What exactly this bottle? We got to stay tuned and find out how can you win this $100 today? You stay until the end, you will know. But before we go any further, I have the plastic bottle and you will learn really soon why. So today we have a very special guest and he's a plastic bottle expert and he can use this plastic bottle to build school. And that's the person of interest that we're going to interview today. And also we have construction update and also again how your team or your school can win $100 cash from Build School Foundation. But before we go any further, once again, Jimmy Tai with Build School Foundation headquarters in San Diego, and let's introduce our co-host in Hanoi, Vietnam. Over to you, Hải Con.
Good evening everyone. Rất là vui khi được gặp tất cả các quý khán thính giả của Peace School Foundation Official trong buổi livestream tối ngày hôm nay. Cảm ơn thầy Jimmy rất là nhiều với những thông tin cực kỳ hot và nóng. Đầu tiên, xin mời Hiền Lê.
Vâng, lời đầu tiên thì con xin phép được gửi tới thầy Jimmy và tất cả các khán thính giả của View School Foundation Official ngày hôm nay một lời chúc và một lời chào mừng. Dạ, vâng, và ngày hôm nay thì chúng ta có rất là nhiều những cái thông tin đặc biệt. Đầu tiên là chúng ta sẽ có một thử thách để làm sao chúng ta có thể đạt được $100 của thầy Jimmy.
$100 sẽ về tay
Của ai đây?
Nhưng mà làm bằng cách nào ta?
Tí nữa thầy Jimmy sẽ bật mí cho chúng ta biết. Và cái thứ hai đó là tay Hiền Lê cũng có một chiếc eco brick, một chiếc chai để có thể là xây nên được những ngôi trường thật là đẹp cho các em học sinh. Và ngày hôm nay thì chúng ta sẽ cũng cùng nhau phỏng vấn một chàng trai rất là đẹp trai và là một người rất là đặc biệt trong có câu chuyện xây trường eco brick dành cho các em học sinh. Vâng. Song song với đó thì sẽ có phần update các thông tin của các dự án. Và Lương ơi, trước khi mà bắt đầu những cái chương trình thì chúng ta sẽ có gì nhỉ?
Hãy cùng nhau có một phút chánh niệm để có thể tập trung và mình sẽ có một nguồn năng lượng thật là an lành trước khi chúng ta chính thức bước vào buổi livestream ngày hôm nay nhé.
Right, let's have the minute of mindfulness so we can reflect and appreciate everything that life brings to us. All you have to do is listen to the bell, listen to your breath for 1 minute. Join us in the minute of mindfulness. Thank you everybody for that wonderful minute of mindfulness. Today we talk about mindfulness and then we talk about money later. But before we go no further, let's talk about something that's really interesting because to us it's everywhere. Plastic bottle, right? Plastic bottle. You see how much waste that we use. We drink in a bottle of water. We have all the containers to store Coca-Cola, Pepsi, all the drink, and then we even have coffee now that they serve in a plastic cup. Have you ever take a moment, a second or two to wonder what happened to million of this empty bottle? They might end up in landfill, they might end up in your river and your ocean, and the fish and all these creatures living there consume all of this, and we human, we eat them and we indirectly consume all of the plastic bottle. That's a problem that we face in the entire world facing. I don't care if you're in America, you're in Asia, you're in Africa, or wherever you are. But today we have the privilege of interview and have a conversation with one of the young talented individual in Africa. He is our Build School Foundation African team leader, and he also worked on how to take all this plastic bottle, convert them into bricks, and we call eco bricks, and then they use that to build school with it. And the guest that we're going to have a conversation to invite to talk to you today, that's Mr. Ahmed Moumin. He's the founder of Think Green, Think Green, Think Green. And right now he lives in Yaoundé, Cameroon. Without further ado, let's welcome our guest today. Ahmed, how are you?
Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you very much. It's a
Yes, we can
pleasure
hear
for
you
me
now.
to be part of you today. It's a pleasure. Thank you very much. I'm very fine. Yaoundé is sunny today after long days of rainfall.
Beautiful, beautiful. I have not been in Cameroon, and that on my wish list to visit Cameroon. Definitely not in 2026, but maybe 2027. That's the game plan, or if not, then at least 2028. I really want to go there before I'm getting too old to travel. Now, before we go any further, let's talk about one of your biggest accomplishments last year. You got the chance to come to America and study leadership under the Mandela Washington Fellow. Can you tell our listeners and our viewers, Ahmed, what exactly a Mandela Washington Fellow and how hard it is to achieve this fellow to come to America to study leadership?
Okay, thank you very much. Actually, I think that was one of the biggest achievements I had in recent years. I was selected for the Mandela Washington Fellowship. So, to resume it, the Mandela Washington Fellowship is the flagship program of the U.S. government of the Young Africa Leadership Initiative. So, it is a program that brings young leaders across Africa, across sub-Saharan Africa, that have a lot of skills, a lot of experience in diverse domains, in leadership, in business, or in public management. So uh, this is like taking some very strong youth with their backgrounds on what they are doing and doing concrete work on the field, and bringing them to the US for like an academic training. And beyond the academic training, there's a lot of networking, a lot of collaboration, and trying to build long-term partnership between African leaders, the future African leaders, and the US institution. And for me to be selected in a very important and major uh, event like this was a significant milestone for me, for my career, because it is very competitive. We were told that it was easier to get into Harvard than getting to the Mandela Washington Fellowship, because in the selection criteria, it was more easy to get an admission in Harvard University than getting an selection, a place in the Mandela Washington Fellowship. There are a lot of layers of selection. It takes about 8 to 9 months for the selection, from the first selection, which is very competitive, from the written selection, going through the official process, going through the interviews. And it was not very easy, because at every stage they kept on reducing the number of persons. And in Cameroon, we were 11 of us that were selected, out of like more than 8,000, 9,000 applications. So I was selected and I was placed in Louisiana State University. And with my collaboration there, with the different networks there, we try to work on initiatives. We try to learn on how to become a better leader. We try to bring what we knew, the skills we had back home, and learned a lot. So it was more of an exchange kind of project. And my work with Think Green, my work with Build a School Foundation also helped me to weigh the balance on my end, because it was basically, you needed to showcase a lot of things you have done throughout the past. And to also share this story, it was, I applied for Mandela 3 times, and it was on the third time that I was selected. So I always tell people that it's not very easy. The first time I was not shortlisted. The second time I went to the final, and the last time I succeeded. So it showed that every time I applied, I went a step further. So it helped me with my work in community-based development, in the plastic pollution, climate change, and when I came back to Cameroon, I felt like I had a more greater vision, a more greater asset that made get me a new way of thinking and a wider perspective. Aside from the Mandela, um, they were the best candidates that were selected to extend their stay in the US. So in my country, I was amongst the best candidate that stayed further. It means that normally the Mandela is 6 weeks, but I had one of the another interesting profile. They extended 1 month in my stay, and during that 1 month I was supposed to work with a US based organization, and that's why I was in Washington working with an organization, living the American life and seeing how it goes. So it was really a life-changing experience, and ever since I came back to Cameroon, so many things happened on a positive set.
Wonderful. I'm so proud of the fact that you mentioned about the Mandela Washington Fellow. It's harder than getting to Harvard, because getting to Harvard, you got about 2% chance. And 2%, if you talk about 100 and that 8,000 applicants, then 2% chance is about 180 candidate. This one only 11 candidates. So truly to see the ratio much harder than Harvard. Now, I want to hit you right away that you want to leave this world a better place, and that really the concept of your Think Green and the talk today, One Planet, One Hope, Better Tomorrow. So share with us why this thing is so important and why this vision of One Planet, One Hope is so important to you to Think Green. Tell us the why, and why is that become your passion and that's become the vision for your organization.
The statement of to be remembered for not what I achieved, but for the positive impact I made, is a statement for me that is very personal. It's just because I always say to people, I don't want to be remembered for the titles, the awards, the big achievements. Those are things that will eventually disappear with time. But for me, I think that the most important thing is to what you live in people's life. I want to be remembered for the kindness. I want to remember for the love, the opportunities I created in the different regions I went, the way I helped others to grow, and the most important thing, the youths and the communities I built together. So if one person say it is because of him that I had hope, I learned, for me, it's a very big satisfaction. So that is why I really have emphasis on it. And for the question of why, it is very important for us to understand the projects that we develop with bottles, construction of bottles, the bottles to bricks, uh, solve two serious problems in Cameroon. The one problem, which is a plastic problem, the plastic crisis, and the second one, there was the infrastructural gap in Cameroon. We have a lot of infrastructural gap. So in Yaoundé, where I am, like in many parts of Cameroon, plastic is everywhere, and we had a very poor infrastructures in constructing the schools, and the community struggles with a lot of sanitation facilities, the schools, safe spaces. So that is basically for me the why question.
Wow, beautiful. So you take translate to the problem and you see infrastructure shortage, which is another problem, and you combine the two problems, you come up with solution. That's the part that I really like, the innovation of it. My question is, we've been doing 6 eco-bricks now. Actually, we built the first eco-brick schools ever in Vietnam, and then we built another library with eco-brick. And I know that it's not easy to do this because it takes about 8,000 to 10,000 bottles. And even though for each of the school, we say about 2 tons of plastic waste, but the effort to build this thing, we need to mobilize a lot of students to do this, and then in your case there will be a lot of villagers come out and help put sand into the bottle, because the technique you use sand in bottle instead of we put even plastic inside the plastic bottle. So from your vision and also from all the leadership knowledge you learned from Mandela leadership in Washington DC last year, how do you see you can scale this to the level that you can have like million of this eco bricks so you can build more infrastructure? So talk about the scalability in your in your vision?
Okay. One thing I would like to precise is that the biggest challenge, one of the biggest challenge for this project is not only the technical part, because the technical part comes after. It is for me the cultural and the psychological part, because making people to understand that plastic that becomes a waste can become an infrastructure, it was very difficult. Many people associate plastic with waste, with dirt. So know that when there's debt, it means it's poverty. So when you wanted to build with bottles and you came to a community and said we want to build bottles, some people immediately thought it was not a serious project, it was unsafe and everything. So the first thing we did was the education, which is the most important part. We educated the community to for an acceptance. We showed them how to uh, tackle the real problems. We showed them the importance of using these plastics in participating in this process, because what made our project to be very successful is because it was a community participation. We were not just leaving the towns and going to the villages to build. We were using the villagers to do the construction. So we were focusing on the local collection, the local economy, employing the local people, and this was very important because we did the project with the community. So at the end of the day, they felt like it was their project. So the scalability for me, it is we are hoping that it inspires more communities and more people to adopt sustainable measures, sustainable living style, lifestyle, and also invest in such projects.
Wonderful. We just saw so many school that you built there and so many application build school foundation. And we really appreciate that you took on the leadership role to be the Build School Foundation leaders for our African chapter after we already have chapters in Vietnam, in the Philippines, in Cambodia. So Africa definitely is our last chapter, but not the latest, but not the last. So after 4 or 5 projects with Build School Foundation, what are the key messages that you or the key challenges that you face, and how do you think that we Build School Foundation can help you more in your future endeavor? I mean,
Okay, thank you very much. For me, I would say there are three takeaways I would love to share. The first one is that impact is easier when we have the better partnerships, where we work with very concrete partnerships. And working with Build a School Foundation showed us the importance of having an organization that believes in the vision and that is very organized and that has a structure and knows what they want to achieve. So when you have this kind of partnerships, it makes things very easy for you. The second takeaway message I will give is that uh, community ownership is everything. When the community is involved from the start of any project, we should be sure that the project will last long because there will be an acceptance. And the third takeaway message I will bring is that we can create solutions with little means. We don't need a lot of millions to change lives. Even with the smallest means, we can change it. We can impact the people we want just even by the messages, by the little donations, by the little support, and it creates a lot of um, uh, impact.
wow, I love that. I love that the 3 very simple messages that you send out to everybody. Make sure you have a good partnership, you have a really good community involvement, and change begin with everybody because every little counts. Wonderful messages. I would like to ask our co-hosts in Hanoi, Vietnam, Lương and Hiền, if they have any question for you. So, Hai Con, please go ahead and ask Ahmed if you have any question for him. Or maybe you say, hey, how can I apply for this scholarship so in the future I can travel and study leadership in America?
So um, Miss Hiền and Lương, when I hearing everything you're sharing, oh my God, I feel so happy because just sharing is have much and deep in my heart. Yeah, so um, her, she and I also have a journey for years to build a school with Mr. Jimmy Tai. So really understand everything you say, and wow, I love the way you think and you do to um, mm, mm, serve and serve for everyone. Yeah, so I love that. And thanks for you too much because today you motivated me so much. Yeah, to have more motivated. I keep going with our journey in the future. Yeah. So I have no question for you. Thanks for you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Hiền Lê, any comment, any question from you?
Yes, I'm not.
Okay, all right. You make two beautiful girls speechless, Ahmed. That's very powerful. Just see how powerful your passion. What I appreciate about you is that you came to us. Now we've been working for 3-4 years now, and you came in very very low key, and you really focus on, hey, these people give you a budget that seems to be very expensive. I can make it a lot it better. I can make it cheaper, and that to me is always important because, like you said, we do volunteer and donation, and the money and the budget is always a challenge. So find a way to make things cheaper, find a way to make things more cost effective is something I'm passionate about. And not just in charity, even in work, I consult a lot of CEOs, and my goal is just try to make sure they cut their waste and they improve the profit. So a lot of things we do, we resonate, and we really, really proud of your effort, your accomplishment, and we, Build School Foundation, always stay behind to support you. Before we let you go, is there any call to action or is there any specific project right now, Ahmed, that you like Build School Foundation fans to know, or what specifically call to action would you like to send out to our viewer as your last, comment?
Okay, thank you very much. If I had to mention one thing, I would say um, maybe it's a message that young people need to know is that you need to have discipline in whatever you do, and you need to have a lot of consistency, because I've had to work with a lot of young people over the past years. Many people have big dreams, but when they first face the slightest challenges, they give up. And my journey has been a journey of try and error, trying, keep on trying. The reason I spoke to you about trying the Mandela 3 times is because I want to tell people that I did not succeed Mandela in the first year. I had to do it 3 times. I would have abandoned, but you need to keep on trying. And young people need to know that launching an organization and being at the head of an organization needs a lot of patience. It needs a lot of discipline, as I earlier mentioned. It needs the ability to keep going, even when no one is clapping for you. You need to have the vision. You know why you started everything, and you need to be able to learn from others, be able to adapt even in situations where you were not used to, and you need to have confidence in yourself and also trust your team. So I think that those are what the messages I'll use to conclude. And also for projects, I really wish that we collaborate more with Build the School Foundation. This year, the first call we had opened my mind on how to train my teams to be very important as assets in the community, and how to gain the necessary resources. This year, we are hoping to improve sanitation. We are hoping to build more water points, water sinks in schools, or toilets in most communities, because we have been having a high rate of health related issues because of poor sanitation. So I hope that we could collaborate to do this together.
Beautiful. Sanitation is something that we've been focused on, and we built a lot of restroom renovation for schools in Mekong Delta, Vietnam. So I understand exactly the sanitation that you mentioned about. This is more important because I think for Africans, it's a daily need, not just in school. So I think the sanitation topic is something really, really important. I love what you mentioned, the word discipline, because Build School Foundation and Leadership Foundation Academy just went through a 30-day program we call DYD 30. We train adults on leadership and on the discipline and how to get through that. So I really appreciate what you say. You didn't apply, you didn't get the Mandela Scholarship Fellowship first year, you didn't get it second year, but you get it the third year. And when the people come and work with Build School Foundation, don't be surprised when you send me an email, I don't answer. You send another email, I don't answer. You send me another email, I still don't answer. Because my rule of thumb is unless you send me at least 3 emails, I will not answer, because I got so many emails, I just don't have enough time. So that is the discipline, that is the consistency. And personally, when I try to escape Vietnam, I try not even 5, not even 10, I try 15 times before I get out. So the word discipline and the word consistency resonate with us a lot. And you can see why Build School Foundation always go out and select the best leaders out there to be our team leaders. Because that's what we filter out. We don't want you to come in here and the minute you hit some difficulty, you disappear. Because that's not Build School Foundation is all about. Fun, easy, have a good time, we all for that. But you need to have the grit, you need to be able to dig deep, and you need to be able to go year after year after year, like we've been around for 9.5 years. Ahmed, so proud of you, so much excitement every time that I have the opportunity to talk to you. And I can see the bright future, not for you, not for Tinkering, but also for Africa. When we have leaders like you, you really can be the next Mandela for Africa if you have the right support. And I commit to you that Build School Foundation will do everything within our power to support you. I know English is not your first language, even though you speak English flawlessly. French actually is the first language. It is a native language in Cameroon. So would you be able to say some French words to say goodbye to our team before we let you go?
Merci beaucoup à Build School Foundation. C'est un plaisir de faire partie de la grande famille. Au revoir à tout le monde. Au revoir.
Au revoir tout le monde.
Merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup.
All
So
right.
cool.
That
And I
pretty
hope
much concludes our interview with Mr. Ahmed, founder of Think Green. More opportunity to work. And if you're in Africa, you're in Cameroon, you want to partner with Ahmed, please reach out to him directly, Think Green, or you can send us a message. We will make a connection. Because I do believe what he said, community is what make a difference. And not just community for Build School Foundation, not just for Think Green, or not just for Africa, for the whole world. With that, once again, merci beaucoup and
merci
have a good night.
beaucoup. Wow. So, cho tới ngày hôm nay là chúng ta đã được phỏng vấn rất là nhiều những khách mời đều là những người đã đồng hành cùng với Build School Foundation trong chặng hành trình xây hơn 200 dự án vừa qua. Và Lương thấy có một điểm chung ở các khách mời của chúng ta là họ đều là những người lãnh đạo rất là có tâm và có tài. Điều này nó được thể hiện qua từng câu nói, từng lời chia sẻ của từng khách mời trong từng buổi. Vậy nên là có thể khẳng định một điều rằng nếu bạn muốn trở thành một nhà lãnh đạo tài ba, come up with, hãy đồng hành cùng với Build School Foundation. Yeah.
All right, let's run the next segment, which are the construction update on the news, anything going on in the world of Build School Foundation construction. Hai con.
Yes, và chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau update những cái thông tin mới nhất của các dự án.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Ngày hôm nay chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau được update những dự án nào đây? Come on.
Yes. Và chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau đến về những cái hình ảnh đầu tiên của những dự án số 194 và 195 tại Vĩnh Long, Việt Nam. Vâng, và như mọi người có thể thấy ở đây thì tuần trước hai dự án này vừa mới khánh thành. Đó, và như mọi người có thể thấy thì đây là những hình ảnh của cái khu nhà vệ sinh mới sau khi xây dựng. Ở bên tay phải mọi người có thể nhìn thấy đây là hình ảnh của Đại Đức Thích Minh Chí và sư cô có đang đi tham quan các nhà vệ sinh của các em sau khi xây dựng. Như mọi người có thể thấy thì nó rất là sạch sẽ và khang trang. Cũng là một nơi để giúp cho các em có một cái cơ hội để có thể là học tập trong một môi trường tốt hơn. Và và tiếp theo đây thì mọi người sẽ cùng lắng nghe một cái video khoảng 3 phút nha. Chia sẻ về cái chặng hành trình xây các nhà vệ sinh dành cho các em học sinh.
So cute.
Thì để có được cái thành quả ngày hôm nay là do sự gắn kết của chính quyền địa phương cũng như là đồng tình của quý nhà trường đã tạo cái điều kiện để cho nhà chùa cũng như là chỗ Bill Foundation, thầy Jimmy Thái cùng gieo duyên để thực hiện cái công trình cải tạo và xây dựng nhà vệ sinh lại cho các em để giúp cho các em có điều kiện học tập được tốt hơn.
So happy.
Yeah.
Tôi học Đại Phước A rất vui, rất vinh dự được Đại Đức Thích Minh Trí đã quan tâm đến học sinh của trường mình. Thầy đã kết nối với các nhà tài trợ cho nhà trường được nâng cấp sửa chữa nhà vệ sinh và đã đưa vào sử dụng thời gian qua. Điều này đối với nhà trường rất là đáng quý, bởi vì trong tình hình kinh phí hiện nay rất là khó khăn. Việc nâng cấp sửa chữa những cái hạng mục công trình trong nhà trường thì đòi hỏi cả một quá trình rất là lâu, rất là dài và rất là khó khăn về kinh phí, nhất là trong cái thời điểm sáp nhập chính quyền địa phương hai cấp thì nó càng khó khăn hơn nhiều. Nhờ sự kết nối của Đại Đức Thích Minh Trí mà trường tiểu học Đại Phước A, cụ thể là các em học sinh từ cái công trình nhà vệ sinh rất là tinh tươm, rất là sạch sẽ và rất là cao ráo.
Thì hôm nay tại địa điểm trường Đại Phước A thì chúng ta tổ chức cái lễ là khánh thành khu vệ sinh của cái trường mình.
Yes, đó là một trong những chia sẻ của các thầy cô, của chính quyền địa phương cũng như là của Đại Đức Thích Minh Trí khi các em học sinh có một cái khu nhà vệ sinh mới. Vâng, rất là ấm áp đúng không ạ? Vâng, và chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau đến với dự án tiếp theo là dự án số 192 tại Thái Lan. Lương Lê có thể chia sẻ đến cho mọi người được không? Yes. Như mọi người có thể thấy ở đây thì đây là hình ảnh của các em học sinh đang đi thu gom những cái chai nhựa để có thể là làm nên cái bức tường của ngôi nhà của các em. Thì các em có đi thu, như mọi người có thể thấy là quanh cái đường làng này các em đi dọc đường làng để thu những cái chai nhựa. Đó là một trong những cái biện pháp để có thể là giúp cho các em có được cái nguyên vật liệu để xây trường, cũng đồng thời thì cũng mà bảo vệ môi trường đúng không ạ? Vâng, đó và đây là một số các hình ảnh update mới nhất. Thì các em đang đứng ở đây là khu khuôn viên sau khi mà mới đổ mái xong của điểm trường này. Đó, còn ở đây thì các em không chỉ là người xây dựng đi thu gom những cái nguyên liệu mà cũng là người cùng chung tay vào để làm nên cái ngôi trường của các em. Về dự án này thì con cũng xin phép được mời thầy Jimmy có thể chia sẻ thêm một số thông tin hoặc là đến cho tất cả mọi người được không ạ?
Okay, thank you, Con. This project is very exciting. Even right now, they have a pause because right now in Thailand, they get ready for the water festival. This is something in my dream to participate in water festival because I love water and I can't wait for people to splash water on you. But unfortunately, when we will visit this center next May, the water festival is over. So I make a mental note in my mind. Next time, I will plan to visit Thailand in April so I can participate in the water festival with these students. But they will share same video. And next week, if you want to learn more about this project and how to build with EcoBrick, the EcoBrick Way of Build School Foundation, you will see that they will be our guest for next week. So that will be our guest speaker, the director of the refugee camp, and also the architect of building EcoBrick School in Vietnam and Thailand right now for this project. Will be our guest for next week. So stay tuned for more of that. But right now, all we can tell you is the project going in Thailand going really well. They take a break right now to celebrate a water festival which we hope to have a lot of picture for you to see next week. So stay tuned for that. Back to you, Hai Con.
Yes, con cảm ơn thầy Jimmy rất là nhiều ạ. Vâng, và đây cũng là cái dự án cuối cùng trong buổi update ngày hôm nay. Vâng, con xin phép được mời thầy Jimmy có thể chuyển đến cái phần thú vị tiếp theo được không ạ?
Yeah.
All right, so we talked about Eagle Creek, we talked about building school, we talked about leadership and how to partner with Build School Foundation. But what you're interested in, probably if you still stay tuned with us, is how to win $100, correct? So we gonna run this very quick video that we will update on YouTube, and we challenge all of you, all of the center, all of 201 schools and projects with Build School Foundation in the last 9 and 3/4 of the years, try to sing this song or try to make a exciting video or try to promote your work and how the impact of Build School Foundation, and we will have the selection board, and by the end of May, because now it's April, so we will let about like 30 days to run this campaign or this challenge, and the best team that we select, we will have like 10 finalists, and we will post it, and we will get all the vote, all the like, all the comment, and the top 10 will win this $100. So what exactly that song, I'm going to credit to Hiền Lê to have this, because not only that we come up with the music, Hiền Lê put it in the video that we can have the text so you can sing along per se. So with that, let me share this thing and more information about this challenge coming up. But this is what you can see. It's not that difficult. It's only
We give a hand up, a brand new start with passion and compassion in our heart. One brick, one smile, one school at a time. Build a school, leave a legacy. One brick, one smile, one school at a time. Build a school, leave a legacy.
easy, right? Only like 4 sentences, and then we repeat, and you can see it repeat
We
one more
give a
time.
hand up, a brand new start with passion and compassion in our heart. One brick, one smile, one school at a time. Build a school, leave a legacy.
One more time.
One brick, one smile, one school at a time. Build a school, leave a legacy.
All right, so we'll have more information about the challenge, how your student, your classroom can win $100. And I know it's not a lot of money, but that's something that you can buy 2 fans for your classroom, or you can buy another small TV or display for your classroom or whatnot. But the key is that you can learn English and you know about the mission of Build School Foundation. One brick, one smile, one school at a time. That will be something that we really looking forward to your challenge. And if there is more sponsor and there's more opportunity, more prizes, you never know. But at least right now, I commit to this because this money, it comes from my own pocket. It's not Build School Foundation. So, we cannot use the donation for this prize. Basically, that's our own pocket that we will donate for Build School Foundation for the winner. So we'll see who will be the winner in May for this $100 cash for your school, for your student. With that, we wrap up our live stream today. We thank you so much, all of you, for tuning in, for supporting Build School Foundation in the last 9 years and 11 months. Believe it or not, next month is the 10-year anniversary for Build School Foundation, and we will be travel all in 3 countries to meet about 1,000 students and bring happiness, bring joys, and bring all the passion and compassion and mindfulness to them. Stay tuned if you want to partner with us, if you want to do some more things with us. We have 3 projects right now that really need sponsors. One bridge, one road construction expansion. Those 2 are in Vietnam, and we have a school in Cambodia is waiting for funding. So those are the things that we do, and we still have another project in Hue. We finished phase 1, and now we need funding for phase 2. A lot of things to do, a lot of projects to support. You see the interview with Ahmed, Mr. Think Green in Cameroon. He ready to have more projects for us to build more green school. So you want to partner, and we ready to do a fundraise to collect $5,000 so we can have gift for 1,000 children in the 3 countries that we visit, later next month. So lots of things to do, a lot of exciting things with Build School Foundation every day. We're thankful for your tuning in. And I know the live stream is long. We're going to end it right here. We say goodbye to you from our headquarters here in San Diego and our media team in Hanoi. And we will say together those 9 magical words. Okay? I'm going to share with this screen today. Everybody, 1 brick,
One smile,
one school.
one school at a time.
One more time, 1 brick,
One smile.
1 smiles, and 1 school at the time. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for spending time with us. If you like what we share with you every Saturday, subscribe and share this video if you watch it with other people. And if you have partner, if you want to join our effort, you want partner, you want to donate, you want to join, you want to practice leadership, you want to practice discipline, this is the place to be. This is the place to do. So reach out to us, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much, and goodbye for now. Have a wonderful day in the West, and if you're in the East, have a good night.